Grocery store or gas station in the Midwest, chances are it was made in Illinois.
Ryan Burke did a little sampling at one of the state's biggest donut factories.
That's a rough job yet again.
I know. Somebody's got to do it.
Right?
Well, you guys probably know because you share an office with me that I'm a little bit of a donut addict. I like my donuts. And that's the reason that I always wondered, well, how were they made? So I got to see it on a giant scale, and I mean giant scale, of making donuts in this made in Illinois. 10 billion. That's how many donuts we Americans eat each and every year. It seems like a big number. But as you watch these balls of dough roll through the fryer, that number becomes a little easier to understand. And that means someone had to be there to make this bakery favorite.
We supply about a 600-mile radius. We have 110 employees, with 7 of those being sales reps in the surrounding states, so Minnesota, Indiana, Ohio, Iowa, and different locations.
At the Mel-O-Cream factory on the outskirts of Springfield, making donuts is big business. From their humble beginnings in 1934 as a one-location shop to a place that sends frozen dough to some big-name stores.
It's neat to be able to see the pride that people have here, the pride in the product that they're making, and again, it goes back to the Mel-O-Cream name and being proud of that.
From flour to the finished product, Adam Boer knows the donut production process from start to finish.
We make in an average week about 2 million donuts a week.
Like any other baked good, a Mel-O-Cream donut begins with the raw ingredients.
So the process here is the same as you'd have in any donut shop. The first thing that we do is we're actually going to mix all the ingredients together. The next thing that happens after it gets mixed together is the dough gets formed into a sheet, and it gets extruded out onto the sheeter here. So this is actually just a solid extrusion of dough ready to be formed.
From there, the long sheets continue their journey of deliciousness.
So after the dough gets formed into that extrusion, it gets sheeted out and flattened into a thinner layer of dough. Then we take that and we cut it into whatever shape we want to make for this particular product. We're making some shells right now, so they're just cut into round circles.
Now, at this point in the process, it may look like all donuts are created equal. Not the case. In fact, they do 60 to 70 different products a week, meaning it takes lots of planning to make each one unique.
So after the donuts get cut out, we get them lined up in rows, and then they get placed onto flights in the proof box. Each row of donuts is called a flight, and that'll be how they're controlled all the way through the rest of the process.
After that, the donuts rise in the giant proofer, then make their journey to the deep fryer.
Once they're done being proofed, they go into the fryer, which is high temperature shortening that they're in, high temperature oil. They suck up that good tasting fat, and then they're almost ready to eat.
After their warm oil bath, some get frosted and sent out, but most head to the freezer to be boxed up and then shipped across the Midwest so they can be baked off and frosted at stores.
You're serving everyone from the little kid to the grandma and that whole process, so it's neat to be able to see the pride that people have here.
Pride in these delicious treats and pride in keeping it made in Illinois. Now, Mel-O-Cream has expanded their operations several times over the decades. As you can see, they've grown. They moved into their current facility back in 1997, where they turn out more and more donuts each year. So we got this, like, whole dinner here, but what do you say after we enjoy this, we go get some donuts?
Oh, my gosh.
You know.
Sign me up.